Hard to believe summer's almost over. Just about 2 months ago I added these empty frames. Thought they were running out of room. This is a 2-month update. Looks like they are running out of room. They got brood almost everywhere. You know, it wasn't but a couple of videos back I had shown how they had a big gap up the top where the door was leaving a lot of fresh air in, giving them a huge upper vent. Doesn't seem to be bothering them one bit. They're exploding. But I will tell you one thing. There's a lot of bees out. Maybe they're getting attacked and bothered by the outside elements so much that they're a little more aggressive. A little more temperamental. Just a thought. Well, if you're still around, I'm taking out these frames one at a time, inspecting every square inch, just to document how their production has been. This colony was completely lost during the winter months. I requeened it with another colony of bees and a queen that I stole from nearby, thereby using the foundation that was drawn out by the previous colony and restoring bee population to this artificial tree. Another beautiful brood nest. Wall-to-wall bees. I'm getting a little bit concerned though. I hope there's not a whole bunch of more bees in the bottom too. Finally, some foundation full of wax and honey in between the cells. They are preparing for winter. That is a good sign. And that is called festooning. The bees kind of hang out, arm to arm, leg to leg. Somehow that helps them draw out the foundation. And yes, I do get stung. And these bees actually sting through these leather welding gloves. Don't know how, but it hurts. Now the fun, trying to get this all back in that box. Last time I didn't get it completely closed. This time I'm determined to get it completely shut. No matter what the cost. Dead bees, squished bodies, doesn't matter. We're getting it closed up. Look at all those victims. Every one of those stings represents a bee that sacrificed his life for the sake of the colony. I was about to quit, but I haven't seen the bottom. I've got to know. Even though they're everywhere. The bees are definitely tired of me being in this box. You may argue it's not a box. You may argue it's a tree that's been hollowed out. However it's stated, there's bees in there. And we're going to find out. Looks like an empty frame of foundation. And that means they have lots of room. Maybe they're in the top because all the ventilation was letting the heat out. There's some pollen stored in the frames. Actually, it was honey. Cat. It's getting to be a little hard to work around all these bees everywhere. Dead bodies and injuries are inevitable. But for the sake of the colony and for the sake of YouTube, we're going to check each one of these frames. And that one's pretty well drawn out and capped completely. I'm going to set it aside for later harvestation. My plan at this moment is to put empty frames in there, giving the bees more space to expand if they so choose. That's frame number 2. We're going to harvest it too. Maybe one side. Good enough for me. Here's the empty frames going back. I'm told they won't draw empty foundation if there's not a flow. We shall see. Again, here's the trouble, trying to put the hive back together with endless bees dumping out in the groves. Well, I'm not going to do the middle. I'm going to give them a break. Thank you for joining me for another day of the Tree Hive.